Most guys waste their entire 20s, yeah, doing exactly the same thing. Going out drinking every weekend, chasing distractions, telling themselves they'll sort it out later. And before they know it, they're going to be 30, yeah, and nothing in their life has improved. They have the same body, the same mindset, the same habits, the same routine, the same bank account. And if I could go back to my 18-year-old self, these are the lessons that I would have taught him. That would have just completely changed the direction of his life, all right? Because most guys don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're surrounded by the wrong environment. Yeah, the wrong people. You know, too many distractions, too many vices, and just constant pressure to be living a certain lifestyle, the same as everyone else. And that is why they stay stuck. They end up just drifting all the way through their 20s and never really end up building anything. But guys, in reality, your late teens, your early 20s are some of the most powerful years of your life, all right? And if you make the right decisions, you can completely change your life, all for the better. Yeah, you can change your body, you can change your mindset, you can change your confidence, you can change everything, your career. And you know, I used to be exactly the same. I'm saying this as someone that used to be drifting every single weekend, going to the same pub, the same local with the same lads, talking about the same shit in a body I absolutely hated. Yeah, I couldn't even think straight. Honestly, every single day, low energy. I hated myself. I was depressed. I wasn't happy with the lifestyle I was living. And once I fixed a few things, everything changed. Yeah, my confidence, my physique, my discipline, just the way I was living and the way I looked at myself and the way I operated through my everyday life. But I just wish someone would have drilled these things that I'm going to discuss in this video back into me when I was 18 years old, all right? And like I say, if I sat down with my 18-year-old self, these are the lessons that I would have taught him that would have just completely changed the direction of his life. Now, the first lesson I wish someone taught me was protect your environment, all right? Protect your environment at all costs. Really look at, like, your mates right now. Yeah, the people you're hanging around on a daily basis. And like I say, the people around you are shaping who you're becoming. So if you're hanging around people, you're hanging around losers, you're hanging around drifters, people that are going out getting smashed every weekend, getting on the packet, yeah, eating like shit, fat people. And I'm not being horrible, but like fat people. If you're hanging around people who don't exercise, who don't take care of their body, they eat whatever on a daily basis, you will end up like them. So just get around the right people. All right, start hanging around people who are taking care of their body, who look after their physique, who have good daily habits, who are ambitious about life. Yeah, career goals, all of this, guys. Get around the right people. If you're thinking you want to achieve a sick body, yeah, you want to get a sick physique, you want to start changing your life, turning it around, and you're just still got these people, these drifters, these losers holding you back, they will pull you back, like I say, from your potential. And I've done this for years, you know, hanging around people that were just going out, getting on the packet every week, and then I end up out and just distracted and pulling away from all these goals that I realistically wanted in my body, in my physique, in my habits, in my mindset. So get around the right people, yeah? Get yourself into the rooms. Go to a better gym. That's one thing I did. I started going to a better gym. Yes, you pay more, but you're getting around people, you're networking with people who are actually ambitious, who actually want to go somewhere. So that is one of the first things you need to sort out. You really need to assess who you're currently hanging around with on a daily basis, all right? Like, who are the 5 people? Because you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And like I say, if you're hanging around fat people, if you're hanging around people who don't give a shit about their body, who are going out drinking, you're only going to end up like them. And like I say, if you're thinking of all these big things in your body, in your mindset, in your habits, in your career, you want to be getting around the right people. So get around the people who have the body that you want, the habits that you want, the lifestyle you want, and just start operating like them. Yeah, ditch the losers, ditch the drifters, and protect your environment at all costs. The next lesson is essentially stop caring about other people's opinions. All right, stop giving a shit about anyone else. At the end of the day, you're living your life, so just live it how you want to live it. Like I say, if you want to stop going to the pub every weekend, you know, going on the nights out, getting pissed, getting smashed, and your mates, they're having a go at you, they're calling you boring, they're calling you soft, they're calling you gay, let them do it. All right, let them do it. If you want to stay in and train early and meal prep and look after your body and hold yourself to high standards, maybe study, maybe build something, build that career idea, and they're not supportive, which they probably won't be at first, then so be it. All right, bin them off. Yeah, and like, just bin them off and focus on you. And at the end of the day, you're going to end up aligning with people that are actually, like I say, more aligned for you. Yeah, actually ambitious, actually want to go somewhere in life. And just stop giving a shit about other people's opinions. That's the same with online, guys. Yeah, when you start online, maybe you want to start an online business. Maybe you want to start posting online, posting your progress in the gym, whatever it might be. And you're just worried about other people's opinions, or people going to think you're cringe, this, that, the other. So who gives a fuck, guys? We have one life, all right? Like, just go for it. Just do what you got to do. Yeah, and stop caring about other people's opinions, because at the end of the day, you're only going to get to the end of your life and just regret not doing the things that you wanted to do because of other people's opinions. And are you really, like I say, going to get to the end of your life and just regret it? Don't regret nothing, all right, guys? Stop caring, and yeah, because no one really gives a fuck as much as you think. It's that simple. No one really cares. And if they have opinions, it's just because they're jealous. It's just because they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to go for it. And it just makes them look bad because they're just that fucking lazy, because they're just comfortable where they are. It's that simple, all right? Stop caring about other people's opinions. The next lesson is cut the vices, guys. Cut all the vices that you know are holding you back in your life. Yeah, you know the vices that are holding you back. That being the alcohol. It was the alcohol for me, all right? That was the biggest killer. It was making me so unproductive. It was killing my testosterone. It was just draining me, draining my energy. You know, I was drifting through the weeks, drifting through the days, waiting to get to Friday, then going out again till Sunday, Monday, and I just felt like shit from Monday to Thursday, and then repeat. Like, just cut them. You know they're holding you back from your potential. It could be for you the junk food. That was another thing for me, guys. I loved Uber Eats, all right? I was having so much takeaways throughout the week and just feeling like shit, and it was slowing me down. It was making me sluggish. It was making me absolutely hate my body. I was just packing on the pounds. It could be the one night stands. It could be the porn. It could, yeah, like I say, it could be the one night stand with the minging birds. All right, you need to cut all this shit out, guys. Like, it's draining your energy. It's draining your clarity. And once you actually cut them out, you're going to feel a lot better. Yeah? You know the habits that are holding you back. You know the vices that are keeping you stuck. So cut them. All right, that's simple, guys. You've got to cut the vices. The next one's a big one, guys, and that is don't waste time. Yeah, act now. Now, for years I held off saying, I'll start the diet Monday, I'll start the gym next month. Like, all of this, guys, maybe I'll invest in that coach soon. And it was just so much time wasted. It was 3 to 4 years of my life wasted going to the pub, going on these shitty nights out, feeling like shit, drifting through the week. Like, just don't waste time. If you know you can do things now, like fix your body now. Yeah, maybe invest in that coach. Maybe go to a better gym, or go to the gym, or start meal prepping your meals. Cleaning up your diet, eating your whole foods, hitting your macros. Do it now. Like, it might seem hard at first, guys, but you're just focusing on getting the hard things done now for an easier life in the future. All right, so start doing the things that you know you can do now, today. Yeah, get around the right people, fix your habits, and yeah, don't waste time on just shit that don't matter. Yeah, pointless conversations, nights out, pub talk, all this BS. Guys, just act now. And yeah, fix your habits, fix your body, fix all the things in your life that you know are holding you back. The fifth thing is mistakes are a blessing. All right, do not dwell on the past, yeah? Like I say, the past has happened now. Whatever you might have done, if you were a horrible person maybe, or if you've done some silly things that you do regret and you just think about on a constant basis, forget about them. Yeah, they're done. You can only focus on the now. Do not focus on the future either. Just focus on the now. And like for me, guys, all right, I was a horrible person. I was going out, I was a cocky little bastard. I was taking certain things out on other people. I wasn't the nicest person to be around. Yeah, with family, you know, I used to go in on them, and I wish I spent a bit more time with certain family members that now I can't spend time with. But you can't just dwell on that. Yeah, you can't, like, there's nothing you can do about it. You can only focus on the now and just becoming the best version of you now. Like I say, all the things that have happened in the past, whether that be if you were horrible in a past relationship or with friends, you know, with me, with friends, I fell out with a lot of friends over the drink, over the drugs, and it changed me as a person. All this stuff that happens in your life, it grows you. Yeah, it is a wake-up call. Certain things might happen in your life that are unexpected, whether that be with family members, with relationships, or certain situations, and they wake you up, they grow you. Yeah, and just don't dwell on the past. Focus on the now. Focus on the outputs that you can put in today, that being the habits. And yeah, don't stress about the future either, but focus on the now. Mistakes are a blessing. Number 6 is structure creates routine. All right, you need to start building structure into your life. And for years, guys, that was the biggest thing holding me back. Yeah, holding me back. And I don't think many people have structure to their life. And that is the reason that their life is chaotic. Yeah, have you ever had them days where you're overwhelmed? You're anxious. And like I say, you just don't know what you're doing. All throughout the day, you got brain fog like fuck. You got no energy. And it's because you don't have structure to your days. And it wasn't until I implemented a morning routine into my life. You know, I'm waking up at a certain time, the same time every day. I'm rehydrating. I'm getting the press ups in. I'm journaling, writing down very clearly who I want to become. Yeah, my AM process. I'm writing down who I want to become before walking into my day. Because many people just wake up right now reactive. They're eating a shitty breakfast. They're scrolling their phone. They're going straight for the Insta. And they're just causing chaos, yeah, that brain fog throughout the day. And it's the reason, like I say, they've got all this anxiety, all this stress for no reason. And it wasn't until I implemented structure into my life, all that changed, all right? So start systemizing your day. Start building out a daily blueprint. That is why with my clients, you know, we build out a daily blueprint that they're hitting on a daily basis. They have a morning routine. They have structure to their training, to their nutrition. That is something that I didn't have for years, guys. All right, I used to go to the gym. I used to wing it. Yeah, I used to have guesswork with my nutrition, and it was the reason that my body didn't change, my physique didn't change. But once you start building structure into your life, everything changes, all right? Start building structure in your training, in your nutrition, in your day-to-day, and trust me, you will get a lot more clarity and you'll get a lot more results. Yeah, you'll get a lot more out of your life. That is one of the biggest things that I wish someone taught me earlier on. And it's something that I see time and time again that many people aren't doing. And it's one of the biggest mistakes, all right? Start getting structure to your days. This is one for the gym, guys. The next lesson, number 7, is stay lean and build slowly. All right, stop with the dirty bulking. I've done it. I felt like shit. I looked like shit. I've been up to 89 kilos, I think, at my heaviest, which is heavy for me in my height. And I looked terrible. I looked absolutely terrible. And I felt absolutely terrible. I was having all these crazy shakes, these calorific shakes, these crashes in the afternoon. Prioritize your health, guys. Yeah, prioritize your health. Stay lean year round. Build lean tissue. Stop doing the crazy cuts. I've done the crazy cuts for holidays. Yeah, draining your body, draining your energy, starving yourself. And that's never going to work, guys. It's just a constant battle. All right, all these constant bulks and cuts are so unnecessary. You want to get lean, you want to get around that 8 to 10% body fat range and just start building lean tissue year round and focus on feeling good and looking good year round and prioritizing your health. At the end of the day, so many people want these quick shortcuts, these quick results, but that's not how it works, guys. All right, like just focus on getting lean, staying lean, and then just constantly building tissue year round. And trust me, you're gonna feel a lot better and you're gonna look a lot better. And the final lesson, guys, is consistency always wins. All right, be consistent. Yeah, be consistent in your daily habits. Once you start implementing good daily habits into your life, don't start falling off. Don't start going back to old ways. Don't pack it in after a week. Yeah, just keep showing up, keep being consistent with it, and it will become automatic over time. As well, in the gym, guys, don't expect results in the first month, in the first 2 months, even the third month, guys. Just keep going, and eventually the results will come. Show up for your family, show up in your relationships, show up for your friends, show up for your close ones. Yeah, and just show up in your everyday life. You know, even for your career, guys, be consistent. Yeah, be consistent. Even when you don't feel like the results are coming, just keep being consistent with it, because consistency will always win in the end. And guys, you might think I'll start maybe when life slows down. Yeah, maybe when I've got the time, maybe when I've got the money. And guys, that was literally me. All right, that was literally me, and nothing changed for 2 to 3 years of my life. I wasted. Yeah, I just drifted. I kept doing the same things, the same routine, and nothing changed. It was that simple. Nothing changed until I actually acted. So that is, I hope you took some value from this video. Yeah, from the lessons learned. Start acting now. Stop wasting time. Don't waste any time, because life doesn't slow down, guys. Yeah, life doesn't slow down. If you're not happy with your current body, your current lifestyle you're living, your current habits, you need to act, guys. Yeah, you need to act. No one's going to do it for you. You need to start showing up on a daily basis, being consistent with it. And trust me, the results will come in the end. All right, I hope you took some value from that video. And if you are still stuck, if you are just drifting through life and you don't know what to do, yeah, and you're looking to build a strong body, you're looking to bring structure into your life, you can shoot me a message over on my Insta, Charlie Crawley Fit, and I'll be happy to get back to you. I'll be happy to help. But yeah, guys, I hope you took some value from that video, and let's go, guys.